lifeline. And to everyone who sends a story here, you are definitely not alone. And to the listeners who always sit back and want to be a part of helping somebody out there who is bold enough to share their story, we appreciate you. If you're new here, one of the ways to contribute to this person who is bold enough to come forward to share their story, one way to help is by giving your own 2 cents on the topic, on the issue on ground. The number is 07058904927. 07058904927. Another number that you can call to connect to me is 08050920927. 08050920927. If you're driving, you're busy, or you do not have enough time to call in and you want to send a voice note or send a message, a WhatsApp message, a WhatsApp voice note, the number to send it to is 07056900927. 07056900927. That is the number for you to send a WhatsApp message or to send a WhatsApp voice note. Now, today's story, I mean, when I read it, I was shocked. I was shocked to my bones, and I hope this person can be able to find the closure he needs. We know that it is really hard for men to send us stories, but it's mostly women. But this time around, this man has sent us this story, and he is furious. He says, I am so happy about my situation right now. By this time last year, I was jobless, and I saw hell from my wife. I suffered in her hands. For 10 months, we did not have sex, at least from my end. I don't know if she was getting hers elsewhere or controlling herself like me. She said I should not be thinking of sex. Rather, I should be planning on how to get back on our feet. For a good 12 months, I was jobless and nothing worked out for me. I almost drowned in depression. There was a time a male friend from our workplace came to my home and stayed for 4 hours while I was in the room, and I was ashamed to come out, and they were just gisting. I asked her. She said they were just discussing work and nothing more. She doesn't care if I eat or not, and I never complained to my family or anyone. I don't want to say all because you people will say I should have left her since and rather sleep on the streets, but I waited for this moment to revenge. This year, January 2nd, I was already back on my feet, and I was making 7 figures sharp. And I was showing her hell right away. She has been reporting to my mother and siblings, but I've promised to change. I will wreak havoc on her. Whenever she makes me angry, I use abusive words on her and I make her cry. I accuse her of cheating and decided to do a DNA test on the kids, and they were mine. Plus, I have been cheating on her, and it is very sweet. Though I told her to leave if she wants, but she said she can forgive me. LOL. You can say I'm not different from her, but it is good like this. The other day, I shouted and she shouted back. I tear her slap for eye. Somebody that I was once a simp for. Percy will say I should love her through her ups and downs. Very unserious woman. I will have more kids outside. And I will make sure she almost commits suicide before I throw out that disaster from my home. This is just the beginning. I just wanted to share my story here. I said I was very shocked when I saw the message, and I said, okay, let me come and read it here. I genuinely wish, I honestly wish he has sent everything that she has done. I really wish, because he said there was no sex from my end. She said, if you're the energy you want to use to use it and make money. And then she was not feeding you. She wasn't being a good and supportive wife, if that's the word I should use. Yes, a good and a supportive wife. She wasn't doing any of that for you. But then she brought in a guest. She was chatting with him. But then she said they were just discussing work. But my problem now is, how are you okay with doing this to the mother of your kid? You even did DNA test because you suspected, you accused her of cheating on you. You did DNA test, the children are yours. Both you, both the woman. I don't know who is better off at this point. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yeah, Chichi.
Fancy.
Yeah,
How?
there's a gifted goddess.
Oh, well, the Gita Goddess said it yesterday that she, for a couple of weeks, she'll be on the morning show. So, you guys are
Okay.
stuck with me.
Okay, sorry, I know this yesterday though. I was at a very busy place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you for holding it down for us.
Thank you.
This statement or what you read or what the man is saying,
Mm,
yeah, they say for every action there is an opposite or equal reaction.
so this
And
one
it's
is equal.
yes, and also it's
Okay.
not good for to pay evil with evil.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm not standing here, neither here or there.
Okay, you are neither here nor there.
Exactly. Because first, on no account for a woman should deny her husband of sex. Why? Because that is what most women do. Deny your husband of sex all because of maybe he's not capable, or maybe he not do what you want him to do. This kind of is very wrong. Secondly, you treating her right now from the depth of your heart, are you happy with yourself treating her the way you are treating her?
Apparently, he seems to be very happy with the situation of things right now. To the
Exactly.
extent that he shouted, she shouted, the tear and slap.
That means you're not a man. You understand? Because I don't see reason why you are doing all those things. Yes, she was not there when you were down, all those kind of stuff. She treated you very badly. Then you came back to your feet to do a revenge. What is the revenge all about? By that you would have left her alone. Okay, for instance, on doing this now, carrying her that slap and they just fell down and died. What are you going to do? Be
Is
going
she
to
not
jail?
already? Is she not already dying as the situation of things right now? The way he's treating her.
Exactly.
What is the difference between that?
She is dead already. But you raising your hand on her, touching her, and she fall down and die, you have already committed murder. And where are you going to? Jail straight. So instead of you being that toxic space, because right now what you are not at peace, she's not at peace. You understand? Because anytime you see her, she irritates you, and that is why you do what you do. Because anybody that has love and show concern and kindness wouldn't treat another human being the way you are doing to her. Seriously, it's not fair. This brings me to the question: then why do you guys got married in the first place? Because right now everything about you guys' marriage is a sham. It's all based on lies. What you guys told yourself is lie. Well, if she can't stand by you during your down, then now you are back on your feet and you're treating her like this. Then why do you love her in the first place? For me, the man is very, very wrong in all he's doing right now. Yes, the woman might have done something wrong, but that shouldn't give you the guarantee to start treating her this way. If you come back to your feet and you feel that, okay, when you were done, she not support, then you let her go. Instead of you treating her like this, it's not fair. We shouldn't be treating our fellow human beings like this. If it's your sister that they are treating her like that, what will you as a brother do? Will you be happy for any man to be treating your sister like this? So it's not fair for me. You think you are having a piece of your I don't understand, be making revenge, which is very wrong. It's not cool. Let her go before anything drastic or dangerous will happen in that family.
All right. Thank you so much, Fancy, for sharing your thoughts on this. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you.
All right. Fancy is saying that that is not going to help in any way. You paying her back an eye for an eye.
One
Well, I'll
radio,
call this quick break, and when I come back, I'll take more
92.7
calls
Super
on this. And
FM.
of course, the
Your
phone
one
lines are still
family,
open.
one
And our message
radio,
line is
Super
also open as
92.7
well.
FM.
92.7.
One family, one radio, 92.7 Super FM.
Your one family, one radio, Super
FM.
Your one
And if
family.
you're just tuning in, I am talking about, or rather, I read the story of a man who is willing to pay his wife back in maybe her own coin or maybe her own naira. I don't know. It depends. According to him, when he was at his lowest, the wife was not supportive at all. For about 10 months, he said the wife did not even have sex with him. He doesn't know if she was cheating, but from his own end, he did not have sex with her. She said he should focus on making money rather than sex, and some other things. She wasn't cooking for him, and they had a very strained relationship. He also mentioned that at some point she even brought in a guest that spent like 4 hours. They were laughing and chatting in the living room while he was in the room. He was too ashamed to come out, and he doesn't want to reel out everything she's done, because if he says that, we'll probably say he should have thrown her out. But now, this in January, to God be the glory, he's back on his feet. He's making 7 figures sharp, and he wants to pay the wife in her own coin. He said he's been dealing with her, he's been shouting on her, he's been cheating, he's been sleeping around. And the other day they had an argument. He slapped her. He has accused her of cheating, even though he has never caught her. He did a DNA test of the kids. They were all his kids. He wants to show her Pepe, and then just to make sure that he perpetrates everything he plans to do. He wants to get other women pregnant, and then keeps punishing her until she commits suicide. And yes, that's what he wants to do, and he's very happy with his decision. Well, he just wants to share his story here, but then what do you guys think about it? 07058904927 is the number to call. Hello. Hey, Mama May.
Chichi, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
How was it?
Very fine, actually.
Okay, Chichi. Yeah, we now beg the man to stop. He should ride on. He's happy, right? Let him be happy. But the only thing I have for him is that he should know that sometimes in life, whenever you want to take revenge, you might end up being the victim. Yes, we are not justifying whatever the wife has done. But revenge is not you are cheating, you want to start no problem now. You just got the jobs January. Just this January. It's not even up to 3-4 months. You should go on song. The Lord is his strength. But if he feels that whatever he's doing it, he's also affecting himself. That like when we say we find it very difficult to forgive people, we are also holding ourselves down. This one, he's even causing more harm to himself than to his wife if he does not know. You would have just let her go. If you know that you can't continue with her, maybe whatever it is she has done to you was very hurtful and all that, just sign a divorce paper and you guys should go part ways. I can't continue with you since you couldn't.
Hello?
Yes,
I can hear you.
Since you couldn't stand by my times of difficulties, so just let her go, and you should look for a way of taking care of the children instead of all these ones that he's doing. Even if that woman, okay, he wants the woman to commit suicide, right? Okay, if the woman commits suicide and die, he'll be happy, right? Even that woman leaves his house, I'm telling you, the next woman that will come, he will continue treating that same woman like that.
But the thing is, they were not like that before he was financially low. He said he didn't have a job.
Of course, they were not like that, but he has come to build himself that, okay, all women, he has started behaving anyhow because of what the woman did to him. So you're going to continue that if another woman comes in. You should be, I pray, well, you should pray for him. I'm not even praying for him. You should continue. I'm not begging him to stop. She's well with him.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. Say should go ahead and do what he has to do. I mean, at the end of the day, does it pay anybody? Does it really pay anybody at the end of the day? Because I understand that marriage is a partnership, and when you are down, you're expecting the woman to stand by you, believe in you, offer encouragement, and she did not do that, which kind of hurts, right? Because marriage is supposed to be a partnership. You expected support, but you felt abandoned. But then why is payback, why is revenge the next possible step? Is that the way forward? Because at the end of the day, you want to move forward. So is that the way forward for you? Well, call me. Tell me the step this man is following. Do you think is the best part? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where you calling from?
Apolua from Maryland.
Hi, Apolua.
So, I've been doing wow since the Casablanca. But I mean, it's quite an interesting story. But first of all, I would like to address ladies, first before we talk about the man.
Absolutely.
Ladies that are married, please, and those that are intending to get married, we need to first of all understand that we're helpmates for a reason. Okay, as much as we know that men provide and all of that, we're supposed to be covering for these men when they are down. So I can understand where his pain is coming from. That I don't think there's any man out there that has been providing for his family that would wake up one day and say, oh, I want to be in a situation whereby I can no longer provide.
Okay.
Nobody prays for that.
Yeah.
But situations happen. Life will definitely happen to us at one point or the other. And it can be very painful that the person you thought or you feel should, be your greatest support system in your down moments is not the person kicking you when you're down.
Absolutely.
So I can get where the pain is definitely coming from. But then at the end of the day, two wrongs don't make it right? We always say that the true intentions of people when situations are quite horrible. That's when you know the true color of the person you call your friend or your family member or something. And so, situation presented itself and his wife decided to show her true self. This is how I am. You don't have money, you can't touch me, you can't do this, you can't do that. As much as even feeding your husband. It's very terrible, let's be honest. But at the same time, situations now presented itself again, and the man also did what? Played into it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's now a level playing field for both of them.
So they deserve each other.
I wouldn't say they deserve
At this
each other.
point, is it even
But
a
I'm
level
just trying to
playing
say that
field? Because he
say
cannot even. Would you even call this a level playing field? Because at the end of the day, right, there is no proof that she cheated on him. Did she behave badly towards him? Yes.
So let's be honest, right?
Okay.
The way I choose to treat you wrong can be different from the way you treated me wrong. I don't have to cheat to treat you wrong. Let's be honest.
True.
It's bad enough that you made his life a living hell in that house. Like, he's really bad. As much as you could not even feed him. Feed him. Really. So yes, and then things happened and he decided to also fall into the trap and he started doing nonsense up and down. There's no difference between both of them. There is, as far as I'm concerned, there's no difference.
So it's a clear case of they deserve each other then.
He decided to show her evil self. You also got into a situation to be better. But you decided to be evil too. So at the end of the day, I don't understand. As far as I'm concerned, it's a level playing field.
Hey.
Equal score. So
Now,
this is-
wow,
I
I
feel
didn't
like
know
the
that
best-
this is
I
Man
feel
City
like-
versus Arsenal. Like, I had no idea that this is what marriage has
I
become.
feel like the best thing he could have done, if he wanted to really prove that he's a good person, the best thing he could have done was to say, you know what, now that I'm doing fine, you know what, you don't deserve me, so leave my house. I will take care of the kids. That's how you prove your point that you're a good man. But now you're doing all sorts. It shows that you're also as evil as he is. I don't care whether she cheated or not. But she did you bad, you're doing her bad as well. You're not any better. You're really not any better. So now, it's either, now that it's a level playing field, decide on what you want to do. Do you want to go for counseling and restore this marriage? Let's know that we did each other dirty and we want to start afresh. Or just allow her go.
Okay. All right. Thank
It's
you
as
so
simple as
much.
that.
It's as simple as that. Either you forgive her or you let her go. All right.
You let her go.
Thank you so
She's still
much.
the mother of your kids,
I
regardless.
agree. And the part where he's talking about bringing or getting other women pregnant and just to pay her back, that's just
And
crazy.
he shouldn't get so comfortable. Let me just say this to him. He shouldn't get so comfortable because now life is now very rosy. When life was dealing with him, he didn't see it coming. So now that things are good for him, he should not be too comfortable because tables can turn again
Absolutely.
very quickly.
All right.
So he shouldn't be too comfortable.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's all good. I wish them all the best.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, Chichi.
Hey,
Hi.
Joshi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How's Gifted Goddess?
She's well. Thank you. For now, she's on the morning show for a couple of weeks, so you're stuck with me.
Thank you. Although you're not very audible on this line, I gotta tell
Oh.
you that number you just mentioned.
Have you tried it now? Because I know it
No.
had some technical issues,
Not
but that's been sorted.
functioning. No, it's not.
Up
It's not
until now.
functioning.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's we have some technical issues and they're working on it.
Yeah. All right. To the topic. First of all, is this dude trying to find out, or does he want to know?
I don't know. For some
what-
reason, maybe he's sending it maybe to say,
Does he
"Oh,
want
fire
us to
down."
applaud him? Is he looking for advice, or does he want us to applaud him?
Something around that. Something in the
Now,
middle.
I must admit, the wife did him dirty.
She did.
I mean, what she did was absolutely, in fact, it was bursting my chumps listening to all that litany of stuff she did. But unfortunately, this is not the way to go about it. He's hurting himself, and I'm sorry, you're probably gonna end up being the one dying first, because he's stepping on the gas way too hard. And at this point, he needs to back off and reevaluate what he's doing. Part of what he's doing includes getting other women pregnant. Does he realize the long-term implications of that? Just because you're earning 7 figures now doesn't mean you're going to be earning that forever. You understand?
I mean, at this point, I'm even scared. Is he eating her food while he's doing all these things he's doing?
It makes no sense. Trying to get back to the woman this way. The best thing you could do is, find a resolution to the issue or let her go. Because I believe he's even hurting himself. He's hurting himself, and it makes absolutely no sense. But you know whose comment I'd love to hear regarding this?
Whose?
Stanley.
Stanley. Stanley's not a bad person, though. You guys. Stanley's a nice
I
guy.
haven't said he is.
But we hope he calls so we can see his take on this.
This is one of the sort of stories I would want to relish.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so
When
much,
is
Josh.
Chichi gonna be back?
In a couple of weeks, yes. But
Oh my God!
don't you
I
like
hope I'm
me? Duh.
I'm still gonna be around.
Don't worry. You will still hear her voice very soon.
Yeah, because I intend to travel within the end of the month.
Oh, you'll definitely
No.
hear her voice. You
Yeah,
will.
so I don't know if she's gonna be around by the
She
time I've left.
No, she will. She will.
All right.
All
no
right.
problem.
Take
So-
care of yourself. Bye. Well, that is Josh's take on that. Hey, God help us. God, I mean, where I am even upset with this entire thing is the woman that even chose to stay despite being treated that way. You already see that this man is out for revenge, and you're still there saying she will forgive, she will manage. The man is saying, I will deal with you, I will show you after what you did to me, and you're saying, I will forgive. You're clearly showing that this is the reason why you're here. Because have you tried to make this man understand that, look, it's not really what it used to be anymore, it's no longer business as usual? And you can just sit the man down and have a conversation with him. But I doubt she actually did that. That is why this entire thing is going like this. Because, I mean, she has reported you would lie to your people that you're going to change. But at the end of the day, you don't change. The man has told you to go. He has said, leave if you want to leave. You say, no, you will stay. You will forgive whatever atrocities he does to you. Well, Kane sent a message here saying, G, my G. Shege that goes around comes around. G, as you don't collect shege from him, the only shege you get to give him, as you cannot give what you don't have. Repay evil for evil, eye for eye, depression for depression. Na streets we day. I don't support domestic violence. Sha, come on from that side. G. Now, person will give you assist, you go assist. It is 50-50. Draw. You remain extra time, and PK shootout. What is this? What? You guys have turned marriage to a football tournament. That, I mean, You guys have turned the institution of marriage to a football tournament. Well, let me know what you think about this particular issue on ground. 07, well, you can call me on 090 now. 09037142798. 09037142798. That is the number to call me for now, while the other number is being worked on. Okay, we also have this message from Mr. Humble Joe. He said, "Hi, Super FM, good evening. Hosea chapter 4 verses 6 says, 'My people are perished for lack of knowledge.' My friend, you are making a very big mistake. You cannot handle a family. If you continue showing her wickedness and you fall into a wrong lady and get sickness, if you remember your wife, please, then you will remember your wife. Please, that life will not help you. Change and make peace with your family." Okay. Well, I would definitely agree to that, because at this point, I think you're just creating an enemy. And for her to say she wants to stay in that same house while you're treating her like that, and you're saying you're going to be there till she commits suicide, what if she actually does that? How then do you live with that? How then do you live with that? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, what's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Lekki.
What's your name?
Zena.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Zena.
Zena. All right. Zena, let's hear from you. What are your thoughts on this?
I'm like, what really happened between those two? Hello?
I can hear you. You said what really happened between those two. Did you hear the story? Okay. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I'm Mr. Steven. I've been getting angry because of every time it's fancy that used to be on the first person to pick the call.
My dear, because he's...
Thank God I finally got you people today.
Finally. So good to have you here.
When I was calling that glow number, that is not good.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Now you have this one.
Yes. This is our radio station. We listen to it every day.
Period. As it should be.
Yeah. So this issue is very easy and simple.
How so?
The man should not pay evil to evil. That's number one.
Okay.
The woman did not try. But at the same time, he should forgive and come back. Instead, just take care of the woman, but also talk to her whether she can change. Although she didn't do very well, but at the same time, the man should come back home because it's not too good. That is my own contribution.
All right. So the pattern he's following right now is not the best.
Yeah, the man should come back home and amend his way and talk to the wife. I think the wife may understand and also change because the woman needs changing.
Okay.
But is she working?
She's working. Yes, she's working. If you remember, there was a story. There was a story that I took. There was a story. There was a part of the story that he said that there was a time she brought a male colleague, and they were gisting in the living room. They were talking for about 4 hours.
That one will get the man more angry than before. Now it's not good.
Okay.
So, but I think the man will be hearing our voice. The man should forgive. I beg. So you not carry one disease and come back home, as the other man said.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So, Super FM is our station.
Yes.
Thank you very much for listening.
Sure. Thank you. Good night.
So I'm making it short, very, very short. Bye bye.
All right. Bye. Good night. All right. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Hi. Good evening.
I'm fine. And you?
I'm well, thank you. What's your name?
My name is Samuel.
Samuel.
Yeah.
All right, Samuel. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm just joining a class. I'm a new member.
Oh, you are new here. You are absolutely welcome. Welcome. Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening. Is this Gemma Biana? One of the above?
It's Gemma from Satellite Town.
Gemma from Satellite Town. All right, Gemma. What are your thoughts on
My
this?
contribution to this situation or whatever is that this man is not actually doing it. I wouldn't say that the woman actually did the right thing, but in other sense, he was right. In the sense that
Oh, Gemma, please call back. Please, please, please call back. I really want to hear your take on this, Gemma. You have such good takes on this. For me, I actually think that revenge doesn't heal. I've tasted payback. Have I ever paid anyone back? I don't know. I don't think I have the guts for that. Or I don't think I have the balls to do that. But I've tasted revenge of some sort. And I've tasted letting go, forgiveness and letting go. And I would very, 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 very greatly, I would recommend forgiving and letting go, because revenge prolongs the hurt. I mean, I always tell this story. I don't know if I always, but I know I've mentioned the story of somebody, a relationship that I had, and that relationship crashed because that person was bent on revenging. Oh, I want to pay you back. And with the need to hurt the nose, he cut his entire face off. So he literally killed the relationship just to pay someone back. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't fix the past. It just creates more damage in the present. Okay, this has happened. She has messed up as a wife. But then, look at what happened. Look at what you're doing. You're literally causing your family grief, your children, your wife. At what cost? At what cost? Hello? Hello? Oh, I can't hear you. Please call me back. Call me. You can either call me on 07058904927, or you can call the other number 09037142798. I have never seen where revenge feels good. I don't know. You people, for the people, let me not say you people, for the people that are very vengeful, how does it feel when you pay someone back? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine, happiness.
Please just recap. I'm just entering now.
Hey.
I will be listening.
All right, no problem. Thank you. Well, happiness is just coming out. She's watching. What are you guys talking about? Let me just quickly read it. I would love to explain it, but I think it'd be faster for me to read it. This person says, "Hi, my wife is in trouble. By this time last year, I was jobless. I saw help from my wife. I suffered in her hands for 10 months. We didn't have sex, at least from my end. I don't know if she was getting hers from somewhere else or controlling herself like me. She said I shouldn't be thinking about sex. Rather, I should be planning on how to get back on my feet. For a good 12 months, I was jobless and nothing worked out for me. I almost drowned in depression. There was a time a male friend from her workplace came to my home and stayed for 4 hours while I was in the room and ashamed to come out, and they were gisting. After I asked her what they were talking about, and she said it was just work and nothing more. She doesn't care if I eat or not, and I never complained to my family or anyone. I don't want to say all of the things that she did, because you guys will say I should have left since and rather sleep on the streets. But I waited for this moment to revenge. By January 2nd of this year, I was already back on my feet and making 7 figures sharp. Showing her hell right now. She has been reporting to my mother and siblings, but I've promised to change. I will wreak havoc on her. Whenever she makes me angry, I use abusive words on her and I make her cry. I accused her of cheating and decided to do a DNA test on the kids, and they were mine. Plus, I've been cheating on her too, and it is sweet. Though I told her to leave if she wants to, but she said she can forgive me. You can say I'm not different from her, but it is good like this. The other day, I shouted and she shouted back at me. I tear her slap for eye. Somebody I was once a simp for. Percy will say I should love her through her ups and downs. I will have more kids outside and make sure she almost commits suicide before I will throw that disaster outside my house. This is just the beginning. I just wanted to share my story here. Well, yes, that is it. I've recapped the story for you people. But you know another thing, now that I'm reading the story, I'm thinking about it. For 12 months you were jobless. Who held the home down? Who was paying for the utilities, the kids' school fees, the kids eating? You said you did not want to eat. Abby, let me look at it well. Let me show that my eye is not paining me. Did she say she didn't give you food? She doesn't care if I eat or not. Okay. So not technically that she did not give you food. She does not care if you eat or not. So you guys were basically not really talking. You guys were just at an impasse. It's okay. Oh, man. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Victoria.
Hi, Victoria. Victoria, where are you calling from?
Lagos.
All right, Victoria from Lagos. Let's hear from you, Victoria. Hello? Victoria, I'm not sure you're ready to say anything. Well, call me back if you need to. Hello? Hello? Ooh, that is a network situation. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Can you turn down the volume of your radio or switch it off completely?
Can you hear me now?
It is very, very clear. Go ahead.
You can hear me now?
Very clear. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see.
What's your name, please?
This is Ernest.
All right, Ernest.
Calling from Ayobo.
All right, Ernest from Ayobo. Go ahead.
You see, in life, sometimes it's good to be very careful in whatever we do. Though those who have called before have given suggestions, the man should leave, not revenge. Though revenge is not the best anyway. And this is marriage, not girlfriend and boyfriend of a thing. It's a marriage of a thing. I will beg him if he's hearing. If it's a true life story,
it is.
He should.
Yeah.
He should let go.
As he let the woman go.
Yeah, no. The man should let go of his anger.
Okay.
And the revenge. Let him be a man for once. Let's show the difference between him and the woman. That's only what I would say. Let him show maturity. Let him show maturity.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you.
God bless.
Okay, say show maturity. Make a difference. Don't be a bigger person. I think that's the word. Hello? Hello? Wow. All right. Ken, this is your name. Your name. Well, it says revenge, like Tupac says. Revenge is the sweetest joy next to getting... I'm not going to say that on air. Kane, be for real. Hello?
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Greg, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
I'm well.
I was laughing at something when you were ranting.
Oh, about the kids.
The best thing, when they finish washing the car, if you don't have money to pay them, just wind up. Continue, don't wind down.
Well, I never ever wind down. I'm always...
Or... You start, once they come to your windows, beg you, just hit the window like 3 times. Just knock. They'll get out.
Okay. 3 times.
You splash them water.
Splash them water. God.
Yes, now. Yes, now. Because they can use that thing to rubbish once they pour foam on your face, on your car windscreen and shit.
Okay.
And
thank you so much. Thank you so much
for this guy.
Yeah.
This guy. Please, all of you are telling him to stop. He should continue, please.
He's sweeting you. Hey.
You guys know what the babe will have done. You know what women can do.
It's not good, though.
You know what women can do, the extent women
so
can
that,
go
so,
to.
So that's the next best thing.
Money.
So that's the next best thing. So the next best thing.
I don't support the guy hitting the woman, but
they cheating, sleeping around, going out to go and...
He's probably going to regret it, but that's his own wahala. But do you know whether the woman cheated back on him?
Well, he doesn't have any evidence. The co-worker came, they were in the living room, they were talking.
4 hours.
He had a choice to come out and introduce himself and talk. He had a choice, right? But he didn't.
Maybe
because he said he was ashamed of coming out. Don't you think to an extent there's a sign of insecurity going on here?
Can you guys imagine the worst of what the woman would have done? No sex, 10 months, and you are the woman being, you women. You're getting it somewhere, of course. Come on. Are you okay? Well, some people can hold, but then.
But the man held now. The man said he did not cheat. So what makes you feel the woman will cheat?
Because there's no money now. Now the money is here, 7 figures for that man. There's a way he was showing this to my Pepe instead of all this childish shit. I mean, she don't want sex. Fine, that will be the last 2 children she will give birth for you. It's as simple as that. You start another family, divorce her, JJ, or just tell her so. She will now decide whether she will stay and suffer it or. Because all this complaining she's doing to the mother-in-law and the rest is just fueling the guys.
Okay.
This thing.
So you're telling him to fire down. Continue.
You should fire down.
But then you said the cheating part, he will regret it. But he should fire down. So you actually pushing him down the path. You are pushing him down the path to pain. It's okay.
You should not hit his wife. But there's a way you do class 7 figures. Come on. Maybe you buy the house beside her and then you live in there.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I mean, it's crazy how you guys can say that. Oh, he should continue what he's doing, but he's going to regret it. Help me out here. Help me out here. You are actually telling him to fire that, but he's going to regret it because you are cheating. You are cheating on your wife with different women. You're enjoying it. What is it? What is really there outside? What makes you feel that woman that you're cheating on, that one that you're sleeping with house? At least this is a devil that you know, quote unquote. This is a devil that you know, right? So you are sleeping with, who do you want to see outside? So if you fall again, what makes you feel that one will stand by you? Right. And I'm still asking the question, who was holding down on the finances in the home when he was going through this phase? And his landlord did not chase them out. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Happiness? What is going on? Happiness really wants to call. Like, she really, really wants to be a part of this. Hello?
Hello? I called back.
Okay.
Gemma from Stratton.
All right, Gemma, go ahead.
What I was saying earlier is that the woman wasn't right, entirely, but at some aspect she was a little bit right. Because if she had calmed down and said, okay, let me leave him, do you know that if it's possible that this man wouldn't have been on his feet by now? Because he would have felt relaxed. He wouldn't have done anything to become the person he is now. Because she would have been giving him food, pampering him. So I think that she was actually doing that in order to ginger him. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So I felt like she was actually doing that to ginger him, so that bringing her own colleague, saying that, talking about work, is for him to see that, this is your fellow man. You yourself can go ahead and become like him, rather than you sitting at home. You know, he felt ashamed. Yes, that is his fellow man sitting with his dearly wife, talking about business. Why can't he also sit with his fellow women and men or women and talk about business? So I felt like she was gingering him, and she never cheated on him according to what he said. She denying him of sex wasn't also right, but he himself going out to cheat. See, there's something. Kiri prison is not actually far from everybody in this Lagos state. If people are actually ready to take things into hands, he injures his wife, because he's already doing human abuse or whatever. He's already abusing his wife. See, let him know that he was once fell, and now he's not standing on his feet. Tomorrow now he's 64 for granted. I don't want to take following wife talk. You want to shout for Ramabina waiting. So you should just calm down. You having money today does not mean you'll be rich forever. Some other people will get your back, won't become better past you. I don't know that you go feel for them to even become successful. So you should just calm down and stop this ginger. I go beat him, I go tear him, he come off my house. That is nonsense. It doesn't make sense. So you should just calm down. When him being there low, they do this kind of thing. Now you don't get money. When they come, they miserable, they behave anyhow. May not try that kind of thing. Then calm down. Tomorrow night, I don't know how it will take be. Whether now she or her children will come help her. So just calm down. So I have to say thank you.
All right, thank you so much. I mean, it's very important that we do the right things for the right reason. I understand that, yes, going through the highway is the best possible way, but at the end thereof, what do you stand to gain? He said something at the end, and that was what really scared me, because I could just see red in his eyes where he said, she's almost going to commit suicide, and then I'm going to throw her out. What if she eventually does that? How do you live with it? How do you live with it? I know it makes sense that you want her to feel the same struggle that you felt, the same loneliness, the same pain, but to what end? You want to feel, genuinely, I feel like anybody who is gunning for revenge, I just think that you are not a good person. And see, my biggest problem is the woman herself, that the man has told you, if you want to leave, you can leave, and you say no, you stay and deal with all of that. I would think she should take a step out. And I also, another part of me still thinks that this man low-key loves the wife. If you don't love her, why are you going through all this stress? So what you really want from this situation, which you don't know, for me, you need to ask yourself what you genuinely want out of the situation. Do you want her to understand how much she has hurt you? Do you want to save the marriage? Where do you stand? If you want to save the marriage, the best move is not revenge at all. It's a serious conversation about what happened and whether she's willing to learn from this and grow with you. Do you want to pay back because you don't see a future with her anymore? If you want to pay back because you don't see a future with her anymore, then tell her to go. Tell her to go. Madam, I don't want this marriage anymore. Carry yourself and go. I'll take care of my kids. I'll go out there. Let me be sleeping around and do whatever I need to do. But I don't want you to stay here anymore. And that's it. That's it. This one that you're doing, sleeping around, you want to... Okay, those kids that you now bring, it will not be like a product of payback. You want to use an entire generation, a line of generation. You want to use a seed, a child or children to pay back. So when you look at those children, you'll be looking at, now these children are born to show my wife Pepe. It doesn't make any sense. If you keep this revenge going, I promise you, you will not only hurt yourself, you're already hurting the woman, but I promise you, you will hurt yourself. At some point, you will look back at it and you realize that it's not worth it at the end of the day. If she takes her own life like you want, and you are doing the burial, while you are singing, while you are explaining to the family members what happened to the wife, for those that are Igbo, you will know that once you hear that song, it's a burial song. You would understand. The whole thing will make sense to you. So please, Mr. Man, and please be writing your name so that in case you are